Alright, hello fellow people of the earth, I am Deery50 from Runetooncraft Productions and welcome to episode 2 of our Factorio Let's Play. So last episode, we got everything started, we got all these electric miners placed, we got a lot more done than I expected, which is awesome. This episode we're going to start automating a lot more. That's pretty much what we're going to be doing every episode. For this episode we're going to start with some crafting, automatic crafting, and just kind of connect everything together. So, what I want to have happen is right now, we are researching things slowly because we have to automatically craft and put in these science packs, which is taking just a long time. And although, you know, that's okay, they just take a long time to make down here. As you can see, they hog up my personal crafting space. And this personal crafting space is very important for things we're going to do later in the game. And we can use our research of Automation 1, which gave us the assembling machine, to make these scientific packs. But the catch is, the scientific they don't work much like our crafting system does. As you can see, we have to craft the iron gear before we craft the science pack, which means we're gonna have to use 2 of these assembling machines. Keep in mind though, these assembling machines can only craft items that require up to 2 ingredients. This is the first version of the assembling machine, so it's not as good. So we're gonna have to make 2 of these in order to make the science packs, because the science pack requires the iron gear before we can actually craft the science pack. So we have to make 2 of those. Now, if we look at our map, we still don't see any enemies, so we're good on that for now this episode. We're still not really gonna worry about that for this episode. So what we need to have happen is we need to have let's first of all make a ton of inserters. Well, not a ton, just a few. We'll make those as we go along, but I'm gonna make sure I continue placing science packs in these. So what we're gonna have happen, let's remove this. Let's just collect any iron we had in there and remove it. Alright. Now, let's have a conveyor belt head down here. And then we'll re-add this. So any iron that isn't gonna be used by our crafting system that we have just starting out here is gonna be put into the crate. As you can see, we made the inserters. And now we are making the fast inserters. So, now what this fast inserter is going to do is it's going to place iron inside of our assembling machine. And what we have to do is we have to click on our assembling machine and tell it that we want it to build iron gear wheels. So now what I'm going to do is it's going to accept iron, and with the power that we give it, with the power invested in me, the power invested in the power system, it's going to make the iron gears and then put the iron gears out here onto a transport belt. And iron gears are used for a lot of recipes, so we're going to kind of expand the transport belt a bit like that. Alright. Now, what's going to happen is the research packs require copper plates and iron gear wheels. So we're going to have to get the copper down here and bring it up there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the copper out of there. We're going to remove this now. Show off some of these trees. Now what we're going to do is we're going to have the copper move up to where the iron is, so we can craft this now. I want to make this look relatively clean, so what we're going to do is we're going to get a bunch of these transfer belts. And then 2 of these underground belts. Well, it's going to give us 4. If you craft it twice, because it gives you 2 of them each time you craft. Now, the reason I'm doing it like this is because I like to have everything kind of together. So if I move the copper up here, it's going to be together with this this gear track. But there's actually something else I wanted to do. And I'll show you that in a second. What we're going to have happen, I actually won't connect this up yet. What we're going to have happen is we're going to have this all be on one assembly line. So we're going to use this assembly line here. Well, actually we won't do that yet. Never mind. Scratch that. What we're going to do is we're going to have the copper assembly line run right next to the iron gear assembly line. Like so. Now, the next crafting unit we're going to place right down here. Like 1 step away from the tracks here. And this is going to be crafting the Science Pack 1. Now for that, we need copper plates and iron gear wheels. Now you might be saying, how are we going to get the iron gear wheels over here if it's on the other side of this conveyor belt here? And that we're going to use the long-handed inserter for. So we're going to use a basic, well, not a basic, a fast inserter to insert the copper into here. And a long-handed inserter. As you can see, the square and the triangle are further away from each other. That's going to insert the iron gears into there. So now, actually, before we power this up, I want to get this other part set up. So now, once this is crafted, we're not going to power this up yet. Once this is crafted, this inserter is going to take the science packs out. As you can see, this is already one step away from the laboratories. But you might be saying, why can't we can just do this and then put inserters on this track? But I'd like to actually do something different using our splitters. Now I'm going to get 2 splitters. I'm going to move this laboratory over here. One step in between. And we're going to build 2 more laboratories. And this should completely max out the science packs we're using. So we're going to build all that. Now what's going to happen, I'm going to split the track here. So right as the science pack's being put onto the track. Oh, actually not there. We're going to have to move these laboratories over more. But what's going to happen, we're going to split there. The splitter is going to put the science packs right like that. So we have a splitter going out like that. Now, we have a laboratory. Yeah, we'll do that. Like that. Then we have a fast inserter taking the science packs from the this side of the splitter into the lab spater. On the right it said lab spater. That's weird. Alright, so this copper's getting backed up on here. That's alright though. We still got space. So this is being crafted. Let's put one of these guys there. I want to move these utility poles up one. Well, these utility poles, whatever they're called. Alright, that should be good. Now let's place the other one. Let's see. So we split it there. We put another splitter right there. And then we have this. Oh, actually. Sorry, I'm doing this wrong. This right here needs to be the splitter. This is going to curve in, like so. Skip one track. Have another splitter. Right here. And that will curve in, as I said before. And then this end of the track is just going to go like that. So, now we're going to place a laboratory here. We're going to need to move that. To reconnect these utility poles. Alright, and I'll need these to power the inserters, so we'll have inserter here as well. And that should be inserting into there, yep. And this will insert into there, and this will insert into there. Alright, so now if we power this whole system we have here, we can do that by just placing that there. It's going to start making the red science packs from the iron gears and the copper. And it's going to put them on the conveyor belt. Now, this is not going to be enough. I'm going to say that now, this is not going to be enough. So what we're going to do, we're actually going to change this. When I made this, I didn't even think about this. I'm not sure why, but what we want to make is we want to actually make, we want to make another assembling machine. And we want to place both of them like so. We'll get rid of that for now. We want to have 2 long-handed inserters and 4 actually of these fast inserters. So long-handed inserter there and there. Fast inserters here and here. Alright. And then 2 more right there, fast inserters. And we'll do that. So that's this is gonna craft. This is going to craft science packs fast. Now what we actually want to do is we want to make sure we have the crafting recipe selected. All right, so this should be good for now. We have 2 assembly machines making the. This will be enough to get the iron gears, by the way. You don't have to worry about that. But the I don't worry about the science packs. Now we have the science packs splitting. As you can see, it's not exactly an even split, but it's good enough. It's going to split the science packs into the different laboratories, and I can actually help it a bit by creating some myself just to jumpstart this whole system up. Eventually what we'll see happening is these science packs will go into these bays over here that we have set up, and they'll kind of back up there, which is good. We want that to happen. We want them to back up in those science bays. That's exactly what we want to have happen, because then they can, you know, take them as need be. And as you can see, all of these items are on one side of the conveyor belt, and that's because we can actually use the other side of the conveyor belt for something else, which we will get into later. We don't really need to right now though, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. Now as you can see, our copper is being backed up right now, so for temporary, like I'm doing with the iron, at the end of each line here, I'm going to go ahead and have a... Oh, electronics is researched. Awesome. That's great. Now, next thing I'd probably make is advanced electronics, so we can get some wires and some advanced circuits, some stuff like that. But we need Science Pack 2 for that, so what I'm actually going to say is instead we get Automation 2. And that's because to make Science Pack 2s, which we have access to, we need an inserter and a transport belt. And that'd be alright, but the transport belt we can make with a normal advanced, or a normal assembly machine. But the inserter is 3 ingredients, and we'll need Automation 2 for that, because that'll give us the assembly machine 2, which can accept 4 ingredients. So that's what we're gonna do. Now I'm gonna put these in there, just to get the system started, and be on our way. So let's go ahead and place that there, just so we can get this copper moving. So I'll move this assembly line down so we can keep the copper production going. Alright, so as you can see, some of the furnaces over there are starting to run out of coal. We're going to do the same thing at the end of this assembly line here. We're going to have a crate right now run into... running into right now. As you can see, we're having a bit of a power deficiency because our production is a bit lower than our consumption. Now I'm not sure if that was actually, that wasn't, I think that might have been just a glitch, but alright, we need to worry about, we do need to start worrying about power. As you can see, some of these machines aren't getting enough electricity required. I think the labs are fine, but we have a lot of labs running. So let's create 3 more boilers and 2 steam engines, and you'll see why 2 steam engines too. I'm going to also create 1 pipe and another offshore pump. And while we're doing this, let's get an inserter, or a splitter, set up over here, along with, we need a lot more transport belts. I'm going to need to collect some of the iron that's being collected up here. Place a splitter right there, and we're gonna make use of one of our underground belts to go under this machine here. And the coal is currently gonna get split between these 2 tracks, and you'll see why I split that soon. But I'm gonna go ahead and place an offshore pump right here. Actually, that's a bad place. Place it. There. And we'll get 3 boilers, a steam engine, we'll have 2 steam engines. right next to each other. We can do that. Gonna run some of these guys along. And we're gonna go ahead and get 3 fast inserters. Just get a bunch of those while we're at it. And these are all, I think, well, just in case, we'll place another one there. And boom, and then we'll do that. We have way too many power lines here, so let's remove that. Now, we have a lot more power going to our system. The electricity here is maxed out, so that's running at full speed now. That's good. So we've just we've just tripled our power output, which is great. Let's take another look at our map. All right, cool. Now automation 2 is almost done. This science biophys system still isn't running perfectly, and that's simply because we're not creating enough to put into these machines. As you can see, I'm just not. And it requires each research that we use in the lab, as you can see, requires 2 science packs per. And right now we're just not creating enough. So, what can we do about that? Let's see. I doubt that later we'll need 2 of these assembly machines making science packs, to be honest. Because later in the game, very soon in the game, Science Pack 2s actually become more important than Science Pack 1s. So I doubt that we'll need that to happen, but I am concerned about this. So let's just manually make a few of these for now. Oh, radical. That sounded like radical. I meant where object coal. Just realized that might have sounded like radical. We're gonna put some coal in here. Get the iron again. And we need another miner. What we want to push for next is we want to push for the electric furnace, which is an advanced material processing 2, which requires advanced electronics, which we need to research after automation 2. So what we're going to do is after we get automation 2, we're going to research advanced electronics, and after advanced electronics, we're going to research advanced material processing, which requires steel. Actually, no, we're going to go advanced electronics, steel processing, advanced material processing 2. You might throw a military in there as well. I don't know what we'll do. We'll have to figure that out. I just realized a problem. We actually can't curve these in. My fault. Like to have them go like that. That might have been the reason why we weren't getting anything done. Alright, that might help. These are constantly crafting, so that's okay for now. These are making iron. We need the iron. The iron's all being used. So as you can see, this fast inserter is collecting the iron before it gets to here because this is crafting iron gears, and until this is full, it's going to keep accepting that iron and crafting. So this can cause problems when you need iron for other things, as you can probably guess. But once this is full, and once the crafter has a little bit of a buffer, the iron's just going to keep going because the fast inserter won't try to insert it once it's full, and anything left over is going to be put into the wooden chest. So right now we're using the buffer kind of to our advantage by having, right now we have just this wooden chest after everything's done. So let's make another electric mining drill because we're going to need a bit more coal in the system. Not a bit more, a lot more. There we go. So as you can see, you can just keep expanding this this coal mining thing, and it'll just add it to the conveyor belt, and you just have a conveyor belt running through everything. So that's cool. And it looks like our automation 2 is just completed. Yes. So now we have assembling machine 2. So that's what we're going to work on next. Now Steel processing is going to be next. That requires just science pack 1, so we can still do that. So I'm going to research steel processing, and in the meantime, we're going to try and get some more stuff set up with this assembling machine 2. So our goal is to craft science pack 2s automatically now, so we can get those running into the laboratory, so we can keep research going. Now, since this is when we're going to start using the other side of the conveyor belts here. As you can see, we have only one side being used, and that's the left side. Well, we can use the right side for the advanced, the second, science pack 2s. So let's go ahead. Let's see, for science pack 2s, what we're going to need is we're going to need an inserter and a transport belt. Transport belts can be easily created by using a basic inserter. But since we now have access to the advanced inserter, I'd like to use that because, as you can see, the crafting speed, actually the crafting speed is more. Never mind. Okay, we're gonna use assembly machine 1s. That. And we want one assembly machine 1, and then we want one assembly machine 2. So let's get that going. Boom. Where's my assembly machine 1? What did I kind of do? Oh, I think it was used in the recipe for this. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna have happen to make the inserters. We need. Oh, steel processing is already complete. Wow. As you can see, this is a very effective system. So now we can move on to, what do we need? Oh, we can actually do this now, but we need science pack 2s. That's okay. We're gonna start the research, and we'll get those in very quickly. So for the inserters, we need iron gears, and electronic circuits. Now we have to worry about electronic circuits. Electronic circuits, copper cables. Now we need copper cable. Yeah. So what we need is another. We'll quick crafting these. First, let's make copper cable. Now we're going to utilize the other side of this conveyor belt with the copper cable. So first, I want to replace this with a smart inserter because I only want the copper plates to go into this wooden chest. So what we're going to have, actually we're going to move this as well. So we're going to expand this out. And we're going to put the smart inserter on the end and a wooden grate. The smart inserter is going to filter the copper plates. Now, once we have multiple things in this conveyor belt, if we don't want all of it going into the chest, we can filter only certain things to be filtered, and that's right now the copper plates. Okay. So now I'm going to put assembly machine 1 here. We're going to put a fast inserter. The fast inserter is going to insert the copper, and it's going to create the copper cable. Copper cable is going to be taken out and put onto the conveyor belt into the right side. But since the inserter is placed here, it's going to put the copper onto the furthest side of from the inserter. So we don't want that to happen. What we want to happen. We're going to put the inserter there, and then we're going to have conveyor belts running into this conveyor belt like that. And as you can see, the conveyor belt's going to put the items on the right side every time then. So let's go ahead and power this up. Copper cable's coming out. It's being put on the right side of the conveyor belt. So that's awesome. Now we got one side with copper plates, the other side with copper cables. And as you can see, this smart inserter is not going to take the copper cable because the filter is only set to copper plates. Next thing, to make the inserter, we need electronic circuits. So the electronic circuits we made using iron plate and copper cable. Well, now we've come into a problem because we have no way of getting iron plates with this crafting setup we have here. So what we're going to do is we're going to expand this here. Get some more. I need more iron. I'm going to remove this again because what we need to do now is we need to have the iron run into this assembly line on the right side. We're going to utilize both sides of this assembly line. And as you can see, I didn't. I purposefully made it. This is all facing the wrong way. I purposefully put the copper on the same assembly line and the iron on the same assembly line for a reason. That wasn't, that didn't just happen. Now, at the end of this assembly line, let's make another smart inserter. Boom. And we're going to put this as filter this to iron plates. So any iron that's not being used for the whatever, the iron wheels, iron gear wheels, whatever they're called, is going to be put onto this conveyor belt. So you'll see iron starting to go past soon. And that iron is going to be used to make the electronic circuits. So now we need to craft these. So we need iron plates and copper wires. So we can use a normal inserter for that, or a normal crafter for that. We're going to put this one here. Now this is going to require some iron plates. So we can use a normal inserter here for that, or fast inserter. Now for the copper wire, we're going to need a long-handed inserter to go across this conveyor belt and grab it from the other conveyor belt. So let's do that. And then this is going to craft electronic circuits. And the electronic circuit is going to be built on another conveyor belt line that I'm going to build up here. So let's make another inserter to put the whatever we're making in here, the electronic circuits in there. Now we need to power this whole thing up. Huh, how can we change this? No, we're just going to have to use 2. That's okay, I'll even it out a little bit. There we go. We're getting advanced circuits now. And the advanced circuits are going to be needed for the inserters, which are next. So we're only going to use the inserters right now for this one machine. So we won't worry about trying to get a conveyor belt line on our little setup here for that. But what we're going to have set up here is if we get... Of course we're missing iron. But at least we have it in this chest. Alright. I'm going to put another crafter here. This is going to be set to inserters. Wait a minute. Oh no, the insert is the one that's a three part, so we're going to need assembly machine 2 for that. Alright, so we need iron plates, iron gear wheels, and electronic circuits. So we only need 2 inserters for that, as you can see. And now to make the science pack 2 is we just need a transport belt and an inserter. So I'm going to space this out like this. So for the transport belt, that only requires iron plates and iron gear wheels, and that's a 2-part. So we're going to put another basic one here. Spaces apart like this. So I just placed these 2 because what's going to happen is we're only really going to use the inserters for this recipe for now. And if we do need them, we can craft them and put them on assembly line later. But we want the science packs to come out of here. So what we're going to do is we are going to, actually, now that I think about it, we're going to need to space, yes, I know what we're going to do, I think. Yeah, we're going to put one more space in between here for a reason that I will get to later. What we're going to do is we're going to craft the assembly lines here, and that's going to require iron and iron gears. So I'll just put one of those there. And we're going to have to route some power there. So that's going to take those and craft assembly lines. The assembly lines are going to be taken out and put onto a inserter. Shoot. Sorry. 3 spaces are going to need. We're going to need 3 spaces here, which means we're going to have to move this down a bit, which is annoying, but oh well. Assembly lines. Alright. Let's go in there. Then we need to take those out. right here. And put those on a assembly line here. And we can take those out. No, we need this. This part needs to be up here. For something I'm going to do later. That's why I put a bigger space here. This is going to take the... What are we missing? Iron plates? Oh, we had to expand the line with the iron gears. So that's going to go in there. Assembly lines are going to come out in the assembly line. How funny. And then that's going to be taken out, put in here for that. And then we're going to have another inserter here, inserting the inserters. Yeah, it's confusing. So that's going to insert the inserters. This is going to insert the transport belts. We're out of coal, aren't we? Yes, we are. Alright, let's collect the coal that we have in this chest, which is a lot, as you can see. That running for a while. I'm not sure why. Oh, it's not fast enough. So we got a lot of coal. Let's go ahead and run around and place these into our furnaces that we have running right now, our temporary coal furnaces. Make sure we have this running for a good amount of time. Save the game, as we always do. Resume. Okay. Okay. So that just happened. Why are they attacking? There isn't any red thing up there. How? I don't even know where they came from. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea where they came from. Let's get some of these gun turrets down quickly. That was a problem on my part. I didn't even realize that there was any enemies near. Because there's no... That's odd, okay. Let's go ahead and eat some fish. We can catch fish. They're the red things in the water. If they get close to the edge of the water, we can eat it. Which is a weird thing to think about. So we're gonna need better. We're gonna need to research military. Do that quickly first before we research this next part. We have a lot of build-up of these research potions, so I think we'll be fine with researching that quickly. Now we need to get this done quickly, so we need iron. Any excess iron we have to make these turrets now. Looks like they came from the north. Let's place some turrets down as defense, temporary defense. And we'll run to these whenever we need defense. Right now we only have is a pistol, so we need to worry about that as well. Which is why I researched military. I was not expecting an attack because I didn't see anything red on our map. I'll do some scout. Actually, I'm scared to do some scouting until I get a better weapon and some armor, but we'll do that for now. Now, back to our research here. We just researched military. Now that we've researched military, oops. Next research is going to be armor crafting. That should happen quickly as well. So back to this. Service potions get made. We have some of those in there. Service packs, whatever you want to call them. Then we have an inserter. Armor crafting's done. Let's do armor crafting. No, let's do bullet damage 1. Alright, so this is gonna get taken out and put instantly onto an underground belt. Alright, so now we want to split the service pack potions like we did the other ones. The other potions, science packs, I don't even want to call them. Like we did the other ones. So means we're gonna have to send these back to like over here. This might work actually. We might be able to put it on there. Let's see if that works. Hold on. Yeah, it's gonna work. Cool. So, right now the potions will be taken out. The science pack 2s will be taken out of here. I'll put some in there to jumpstart that. Do those turrets just shoot? We're gonna want to make some guns for ourselves as well. That's what we were doing before with the coal. Let's fill on this coal. We want to let's pick up some of these gears. Well, let's not pick up the gears, it just makes them. I make myself a submachine gun. Now, bullet damage 1. Military 2 will give us piercing rounds. We're going to want to get piercing rounds. But first, it's important that I get a submachine gun. So we have that now. That's our main gun, which we can use to kill off enemies that attack us. A lot better than this default pistol. It's very bad. Bullet damage 1 will obviously very much help with that as well. So science pack 2s, why are you not coming out? You're using transfer belts? You should be getting transfer belts. I'm using iron gears. Well, why isn't this thing picking it up? This is odd. Oh, why is this over here? I don't have enough space, that's why. Shoot! Alright, well, I can figure this out. It's just gonna be annoying. Alright, this will start working now. And this is finally working! Alright. Now in the meantime, I'm going to place a radar right there. Hopefully the radar will start searching the area for the enemies. Get a radar to the south as well. They actually have 2 lakes here, which is kind of nice, so we have to worry about 2 fronts initially. After bullet damage, I'm gonna grab some optics, because optics will give us lamps. We can place lamps during the night. So let's place some turrets. Oops. Right down here. Gonna wait to fill these up until we've got. Well, actually. As you can see, iron is still the biggest problem for us. Our copper is fine. It's mostly just the iron which is the problem. Radar detect anything? even that close. Might have just been some stragglers from the nest. Now that I got a submachine gun, I'm gonna move out. I don't have enough magazines to actually take out a camp, but I can move out and scout, and I'll be able to shoot anything that comes towards me. Using space, by the way. Space is how you shoot in this game. There's not a camp for a while. There must have just been some stragglers, just to say hi, you know. Alright, well, at least we're researching stuff and everything's going well. As far as that goes, kind of a newbie rookie mistake that getting attacked, but I didn't see any enemy bases, so I didn't think that was a problem. But whatever, I guess. Let's put a radar down here. Electricity's starting to dwindle a bit on that, so that's where we end. Oops. And just ended bullet damage 1. Let's get military 2 so we can get some piercing rounds and stuff. And this will be our first research with the advanced potions. So as you can see, the advanced science packs, or the science pack 2, not advanced science pack 2s, are getting put into these machines. Now these two don't have them yet because of the way the splitters work and how much we don't have backed up yet. But that's okay. We'll just have to deal with that for now. I'm gonna get 3 boilers and then I need a lot more iron. Two steam engines. Pressing F to collect them from this conveyor belt. And an offshore pump. Oh my gosh, my iron is so low. We'll have to work on that next episode. Definitely. We can easily grab the conveyor belts from here now. I'm gonna split iron, or split the coal again. Actually not gonna connect that yet, just in case make some mistakes. We'll have this go under here. Here. More conveyor belts. Only had iron. Definitely have to work on the iron problem next episode. That's going to be one of our top priorities next episode, I think. Well, let's place these anyway. Let's put boilers along here. Those. Military 2, cool. Next we'll work on. We have advanced electronics. We have steel. Let's get advanced material processing. We still don't have steel, but well, we have the steel, but we haven't actually manufactured steel yet. So that's gonna be another thing we have to do next episode. Open out assembly lines again over there. I'll let some of this iron make some myself though. Alright. That should be enough. But we need iron to make the inserters. Ah! This is annoying. Iron is a problem. Alright, so, anyway. Reconnect this up. The power line. And place some coal in there. First of all, let's connect this up. Get some coal out of there to just jump start it and pick up some of this iron. That's good enough for now. Alright. So let's go down to end the episode now. Oh, I forgot to research optics. I should have done that. I'll do that next time. Shoot. Alright, cool. Now we have a lot of power again. And all the miners are running at top speed. Cool. Alright, guys. That's it for this episode. Gonna save the game again. Let's play. Yeah, we learned a very important lesson this time. That even if there isn't any red in your map, enemies could still attack. So make sure you get some turrets up quickly. Or research military just so you can use your submachine gun. Which, by the way, if you press C, you can force the fire of it. So I'll show you what it looks like. Apparently you can. Never mind. But it kills things a lot quicker than the basic pistol. One thing we did get this episode is piercing rounds, which requires copper and steel. So next episode, what we're going to do is we're going to start our steel manufacturing, so we can start making some steel things. So I will see you then. Maybe we can also improve our science here as well. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, see you next episode. Thanks for watching.